Have you ever wondered about the human condition, the intricacies of our existence and our place in the universe? This is where our journey begins. Though we are born into a world with many answers, many of us do not know what questions to ask. The human condition, an enigma as old as time itself, often leaves us feeling like a small boat in an endless ocean, searching for a lighthouse. But what if I told you there's something observing, longing for us to use our true compass as we navigate these stormy seas? This is your introduction to the philosophy of intentional guiding evolution, a psycho-spiritual perspective that illuminates life's path, providing a context for our search. It makes a distinction between life as it is and the often forgotten notion of life as intended. As we dive into this journey, remember, life's big questions have answers, each one leading to more clarity around what it means to be human. Let's embark on this exploration together, shall we? Who are we? When and where do we find ourselves? What is our purpose? And why do we exist? These are the 5 questions that drive the human condition, answers that are possible to know, each shaping our lives and increasing understanding about our place in the universe. Let's start with who, which is our ego, or adaptive function. The part of us that is capable of surviving a myriad of circumstances. Survival instincts that guide us, allowing us to adapt, evolve, and navigate the world around us. As beings of perception, we are constantly discerning our inner subjective world, interpreting experiences through our unique lens of understanding. Misinterpretation of these experiences is the source of our psychological wounds, a truth that takes time to unravel and heal. The when is ever present. We are beings rooted in the now, in the present moment. Yet we're also time travelers of sorts, capable of reflecting on our past and envisioning our future. Unfortunately, the human ego has difficulty with this, as it tends to obsess about the past and fear the future. We have to quiet these worries to actually be present in our lives. We are born, we live, and we die, all in the grand theater of time. The where is not merely a physical location. It's a state of being a point in our personal and collective evolution. Where dictates that we pay attention to the dimension we find ourselves. We find ourselves in the past, grappling with the lessons and the legacy of our ancestors. We stand in the present, navigating our current reality. And we gaze into the future, contemplating the world we are shaping for generations to come. All of this dimensional travel is possible but hindered by an ego that struggles with presence. This is because presence means it must take responsibility for itself to move forward. This is the inward journey. The what is a spiritual being forced to navigate a psychological reality. This our true purpose, our reason for being, the challenge of liberating our soul's expression. At our core, we are a unified intelligence, each of us a unique manifestation of a larger whole. We yearn to fulfill this purpose, to become the fullest expression of our potential. Yet we often forget, lost in the misinterpretations of our history, distractions and illusions of our material world. And finally, the why. Perhaps the most elusive and exhausted question of our time. Why do we exist? The answer is simple yet profound. We exist to cultivate a reciprocal relationship with ourselves and the world around us. Anything less and we are a drain on life. This means we exist to learn, to grow, to connect, to love, and to experience the full spectrum of the human experience. But remember, the answers to these questions are not as straightforward as they seem. The journey of understanding the human condition is a lifelong endeavor, an exploration that takes us to the very core of our being and the outer reaches of our universe. As mentioned before, the human ego is at the helm of the human condition, often asking who, when, and where it is, at the expense of our what and why. This self-obsessed inquiry can obscure the bigger picture, leading us to a sense of incompleteness or stagnation in our personal development. It's like we're stuck in a loop, endlessly questioning our individual identity without considering our collective purpose or our interconnectedness with the world around us. The ego, in its quest for self-definition, can eclipse our broader existential questions. It can create a barrier that prevents us from seeing and understanding our role within the grand tapestry of life. This predicament has falsely installed the ego as our default compass, resulting in an unconscious longing of the heart to return as our true guide. Remember, it is the heart that yearns to connect with life in a deeper, more meaningful way. Yet ironically, the ego's relentless pursuit of self often leaves us divided, parasitically set against each other in competition and conflict. Indeed, the human condition is a complex tapestry of ego, existence, and evolution. To understand it, we must navigate the labyrinth of the ego, embracing the challenge of personal growth while acknowledging our inherent connectedness. The good news is the human psyche is self-correcting by design. We just have to bring the ego into the present so we and it can heal. Understanding the human condition is no easy task, but it's a journey worth embarking on. It's like peeling an onion, layer by layer, revealing the core of our existence, our joys and sorrows, our fears and hopes, our struggles and triumphs. And at the heart of this journey lies our spark to life, the soul and spirit of what and why we are. They're not just questions, they're keys that unlock the doors to a deeper understanding of ourselves and others. Who are we but the sum of our experiences, our thoughts, our feelings, even those we've yet to understand? When are we most ourselves but in the present moment, fully engaged with life? Where are we but on a journey, a story of self-discovery, growth, and coming home to ourselves? What are we but beings with an uncanny ability to see the whole of our lives for context? And why are we here but to live, to learn, to love, and to pay it forward? So as you continue to navigate the complexities of your existence, remember, life isn't just about finding answers. In truth, it's about coming up with better questions.